Welcome to Yoga with Amanda. I will be doing a 7-part series breaking down the chakras. There are 7 chakras that start from the root to the crown of our head that are different energy bodies that allow us to move our body to stretch and grow and ask some deeper questions around each section of our body. Hope you join me for all 7, and I'll see you on the mat. Welcome to Yoga with Amanda. This is part 1 of a 7-part class. We are going to be going through the chakras. Today we're going to talk about the first chakra, which is the root chakra. So this root chakra is about grounding energy, being very connected. The element is the earth, where we can just root down and feel safe, secure, and just taken care of. So the root chakra really does cover our basic needs. We have food, water, shelter, but it extends into having a rich community, having good friends, and having a sense of security within our own bodies. So right now, I'm going to read some affirmations that I'd love for you to repeat in your mind's eye after me. So find yourself in a comfortable position. You can sit, this is called easy pose, but you can have your legs crossed if you'd like. You can have your feet out in front of you, wherever you would like. I'm sitting on a yoga block. If you have a yoga block, you can sit on that. That helps elevate your spine, lifting your hips above your knees. You can also sit on a blanket or a pillow or whatever is comfortable for you. So take a minute and find your comfortable seat. And ground down through the base of your spine. Lift the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Take a moment, close your eyes. Loop the shoulders up by the ears, down and back. It's allowing for a really nice straight spine. Okay, we'll take a big breath in and a big breath out. On this next breath, we'll inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Touch the fingertips together and bring your hands to heart center, bowing your chin to your chest. You can repeat after me. I feel deeply rooted. I am connected to my body. I feel safe and secure. I stand for my values, for truth, and for justice. I nurture my body with healthy food, clean water, exercise, relaxation, and connection with nature. I am open to possibilities. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me to grow and transform. I trust in the goodness of life. I make choices that are healthy and good for me. I trust myself. I love life. You can curl your lips into a smile and take a big breath in. And a big breath out. You can release your hands onto your knees. Lift your spine up a little bit more. We'll begin some movement. We're going to open up our hips, rolling around like our upper body is a wooden spoon and the lower body is a bowl. We're just going to roll around, go one direction for now, and maybe your circles are quite small. That's perfect. Or maybe you want to get really big circles with the head and shoulders. Just finding whatever feels good in your body. And we'll switch directions. Rolling around, staying connected with your breath. You could take one full inhale with one circulation and exhale with another circulation. Beautiful. We'll come back up to a nice straight spine. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Turn your palms forward and bring your elbows beside your ribs as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then open your arms. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach high. exhale, open. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, open. Beautiful. I want you to rest your hands on your feet. If there's one foot in front of you, or maybe your legs are out, you can tuck one foot in. Just want you to feel into where we connect to the earth all day, every day. Just feeling the soles of your foot. Maybe you massage your foot. Maybe that feels really weird and you can just look at your foot. But if you want to, you can just kind of give yourself some love there. That's where we connect our whole body throughout the day, all day, every day. We don't often give our foot enough loving. So, or maybe you have a foot ailment right now. Maybe you need to look into the root chakra a little bit deeper. You can switch feet if you have one. Just noticing, no judgment. I've got some awesome bunions. This is part of my life story and wearing tight shoes in high school. But there's no judgment, just accepting my body for where it is, and how it connects with the earth. Trying to love it for where it is right now. Beautiful. We're gonna move into a tabletop position. So you can uncross your legs. If you're sitting on a block, you can just swing it out to the side. We're gonna plant the hands down, stacking the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Draw the crown of the head forward and pull the shoulders back in space. Feel your belly come in just a little bit to stack the spine. You can tuck the toes here. We're gonna inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. It's moving through the spine. Exhale, untuck the toes, tuck the chin, and press the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. This is cat-cow. Inhale, tuck the toes, drop the belly, lift the head. You can move with your own breath. Exhale, tuck the chin and round the spine. We'll do two more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head. Again, this movement can be big or small. Everybody's body's different. Just move in the way that feels good to you. You don't have to look like what I look like, because I don't look like what you look like. Inhale. We'll do three, I guess. And exhale, drop the belly, lift the head. On the next breath, come back to a neutral spine. We're gonna bring the big toes together and knees out wide. This is a really nice grounding posture, child's pose. You can bring the forehead down to the mat. You can extend the arms out in front of you, but if it feels better for your shoulders, you can tuck the arms back behind you. So just take a moment to ground down. If you feel the weight of the world's getting heavy, there's a lot going on, I invite you to try this posture. Just turn your gaze inward. Some of you may have tightness in your knees and your hips are a little elevated. That's also perfect. We call this puppy pose. So maybe you're just sinking the hips back to the heels as far as they go, and this is what it looks like. That's perfect. Wherever you are, we'll take a big breath in and a big breath out. You can stay in that child's pose as we move into downward facing dog if that feels better for your body. We're gonna try it out though. So walk the hands out, about a handprint, spread the fingers wide. Curl the toes, lift the hips. Bend the knees a lot here, and then press the chest through towards the thighs. The head feel heavy and neck long. You can pedal out the feet, bending one knee, straightening the other, getting some blood flow into the hamstrings, the calves, the feet. If this doesn't feel good on your wrists, your hips, your knees, again, you are welcome to drop back down into that child's pose now or at any point in the class. We'll settle into stillness and take a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, look forward into the hands, come onto the balls of the feet. We're gonna make our way to the top of the mat. You can go nice and slow, maybe rolling your feet around, connecting your feet onto the earth, just being in tune with that root chakra. Or maybe you go quickly, up to you. Either way, we'll make our way there. Keep the knees bent. You can grab opposite elbows or let the fingertips dangle. You can really bend the knees a lot and just let the chest rest on the thighs. Let the head feel heavy, neck long.
Maybe you gently sway side to side, bending one knee, straightening the other. Take big, nourishing breaths here as you feel your feet connected to the earth. Big breath in. Big breath out. Release the hands if you have them. We'll tuck the chin. Tuck the tail as you roll up one vertebra at a time. Grounding down through the feet, keeping that placement of our feet really rooted and secure. I'm going to move slowly, but if you'd like to move faster, you can. Let the head and neck and shoulders come last.
Good. We'll take a moment to pause. You can stay where you are. I'm going to turn to face the camera. So you can ground down through your feet, lift your tail up. Find lots of length in your spine, lifting the crown of the head up as high as you can. Loop the shoulders up by the ears, down and back, and then drive the fingertips down towards the floor. Pull your belly in and lift your chest up, feeling strong and grounded, rooted and safe in your mountain pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're going to take 3 half sun salutations. So this is another one you can go as quickly or slowly as you'd like. We'll inhale, reach the arms high. You could stay here or maybe take a mini back bend if that feels okay. Exhale, hinge and fold, soft bend in the knees, forward fold.
We're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back. The hands can be on the shins, something in front of you, or you can swing them back like airplane arms. The most important thing is that your back is flat, your chin is not lifted up, but kind of tucked. And then we're going to exhale, fold into a forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching your arms up overhead. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center, but lift your chest up into your thumbs, nice and tall. 2 more. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hinge and fold, soft bend in the knees, moving into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. This is our moving meditation. If you'd like to try this with your next one with your eyes closed, it's a really connecting experience to your body. Go ahead and try it. Inhale, reach high. I got you. Exhale, hinge and fold, soft bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to move through a full sun salutation, so you can walk to the top edge of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hinge and fold, soft bend in the knees, same thing as the first part. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. You can take your time and gently step back, or you can hop back if you're used to doing this. We're going to move into a plank position. If this doesn't feel good on your wrists, your shoulders, or your back, just drop your knees down. Perfect. Okay, we're going to lower down onto the mat, so you can either keep those knees down. I'd like for you to keep the elbows tucked in beside the ribs. I know this can be really challenging with our upper bodies, but we'll just do the best we can. So slowly lowering down all the way down onto our bellies. Untuck the toes. The hands are underneath the shoulders. We're going to move into baby cobra. We'll inhale, peel the chest up off the earth, keep the chin slightly tucked, and loop those shoulders back. Kind of squeeze your elbows like they're going to touch each other, and exhale, fold. That's called baby cobra. So when we do a back bend, you can either do baby cobra or come up into upward facing dog. Pressing down into the tops of the feet and the hands. We're lifting the thighs up off the earth. But if that doesn't feel good on your back, you can drop the knees down, but I want a lot of lift in the shoulders. So you're lifting the head up and out and you're not collapsing down. Okay? Big breath in. Big breath out. Option here, you can rock back into child's pose. You can take the couple breaths there and then move into down dog, or you could just stay there if that's feeling good for you. We're going to make our way back into downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Okay, we're gonna move into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So there's two ways to do that. You can either drop the knees down, step the right foot through between the hands. Don't move the hands back, bring the foot up into the hands. And then you curl the back toes and then roll that heel down. Okay, the second way is that you're in down dog. You can kick the right heel high and then step the foot through to meet the hands and roll that back foot so that the pinky edge is parallel to the back edge of the mat. You're gonna roll the arms up, left arm back, right arm forward. Take a minute, we're gonna check our alignment. So make sure the knee is stacking over the ankle or maybe slightly back, and the right knee is tracking over the second or third toe. Press back through the pinky edge of the right foot, and you wanna stack the shoulders over your hips. A lot of people like to be here, so see if you can press it back, be really strong in your legs, rooted through your feet. This is a quintessential grounding posture as well. So we're looking out over the front fingertips, maybe feeling some stuff in our legs, just embrace it. Ground down, take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Beautiful. We're gonna windmill the arms around to frame the front foot. Spin that back heel. Step the right foot back to meet the left. You can take another vinyasa here if you'd like. So that's shifting the weight forward, bending the elbows. You can lower all the way down onto the belly, or you could flip the feet and come right up into your upward facing dog. Lifting really strong up and out. You could curl over the toes and press it back into down dog, or you could take your moment in child's pose. We're gonna take a few breaths here. Really nice, supportive, deep, full breath. Following the breath allows you to stay connected into your body. Let's take a breath together. Inhale and exhale. Good, so we're gonna take Warrior 2 on the second side. You can either drop the knees down, step the foot through, or you can kick the heel high. Step the foot through. Sometimes it gets stuck. Totally fine. You can grab the behind the thigh and help it forward. We're gonna spin that back heel and roll up into our Warrior 2. So right away, checking our alignment of the knee tracking over the second or third toe. Press back through the pinky edge of the right foot. Left arms forward, right arms back. Pull the belly in. Strong and grounded through the feet. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. From here, you're going to spin your chest forward, bring your hands to heart center, spin that back heel, and we're going to step the feet together. We're going to do tree pose. We're going to ground our roots down through our feet, place all the weight down through that left leg. Softly bend the right. Keep the hands at heart center. Balance can be tricky for a lot of people, so I'm going to give you some pro tips. So you can press the hands together, really activating. It helps lift the core and lift your chest up into your thumbs. This is where you are today. That's perfect. If you can spin that heel, externally rotating the right leg, great, but you don't want to do too much where your whole pelvis is rotating. If that feels good, you can place the foot on the calf, or maybe you lift it up higher onto the thigh, pressing the thigh into the foot as the foot presses into the thigh. You don't want to rest it on the knee though. We don't want to place too much pressure on the inside of that joint. If that's feeling good, you can stay right there, strong and lifted. You can reach the arms up overhead. If you're shaking and wobbling, you're like a tree blowing in the wind. It's perfect. If you fall out, just smile, come right back. I find if you don't take yourself too seriously when you're balancing, you do better. Okay, take a big breath in and a big breath out. And slowly release coming out of that. Softly place the right foot back down. Maybe roll out the left ankle. And we'll do the same on the other side. So grounding down, pressing our roots down firmly onto the mat, through the floor, grounding, lifting, lengthening, hands at heart center. Check in. Maybe this is where you are. Maybe you're near a wall
And this is something really important to be working on. Don't be discouraged if you keep falling out. Okay, so we'll externally rotate the hip, placing the heel on the calf. Maybe lift it a little higher. Maybe it's on the thigh. What I find too is that one side is often easier than the other. So just notice. No judgment, just observing. Okay, we'll reach the arms up and out if that feels okay, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. The other pro tip is to find a drishti or something to look at that isn't moving, where you can focus. Or maybe you're really awesome at balancing. Try closing your eyes. Okay, big breath in. Big breath out. Gently move the hands back to heart center, release the foot. Good, roll out that right ankle. Okay, we're gonna move down into a deep squat. Some of you, your hips and knees may not love that, so I'm gonna invite you to still do it, but have something to sit on. I know some of you don't have a yoga block. Maybe you have a couple pillows or even a chair behind you. That's totally fine, but I'm gonna demonstrate with a yoga block. What I want you to do is turn your feet out, heels in. Again, I like this position with the hands at heart center, lifting the chest so that you can keep your chest lifted instead of dropping the chest down, okay? So we're gonna go down into a squat. I'm gonna bring that block behind me. Maybe we sit on the block. That's perfect. I'm not placing too much weight on it, but it's just supporting my knees a little bit. Okay, if that's not feeling good at all, I'm gonna show you what to do in a second. But if you're okay without the prop, you can just drop all the way down, press the elbows into the thighs as the thighs press into the elbows, and we're lifting up and out. Again, check in. We want to make sure we're being safe and we're taking care of our bodies and our joints. So if that's not feeling good, just come down onto your bottom and you can hang out with your feet again. Stretching the inner thigh, maybe massaging the feet. This is called Malasana. This is a really nice, grounded, rooted posture. This is where a lot of our ancestors cooked and cleaned and delivered babies and all the things. It's a really nice, just connected with the earth, opening the hips. Again, it doesn't feel great for everybody, so just do the best you can. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. We'll meet our friends down onto our bottoms. Bring the soles of the feet together. You can interlace your hands around the pinky edges of the feet. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Good. We're going to make our way down onto our backs. So you can bring your knees up. I'm turning this way, but you can stay where you are. We're going to grab behind the thighs. Again, we're going to lift the chest up and out. Just to have a nice posture here. It's a little harder than it looks. We're gonna take one quick second into boat pose. Maybe this is what your boat pose looks like. That's perfect. If you want, you can lift up one shin, maybe the other, where I'm leaning back a little bit onto my sacrum. If that's where you are, that's perfect. Maybe you release one hand. Maybe you release two hands. Maybe you reach the arms overhead. Maybe you straighten the legs. A little shaky. Good. Wherever you are, it's absolutely perfect. We'll just take one breath in, one breath out. Grab behind the thighs again if you're not already there. We're going to roll down one vertebra at a time. So you can release the feet down. We're going to round down. Beautiful. And bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a sweet hug. Maybe rocking a little side to side. You made it down onto the mat. And close your eyes. Lots of love. Good. Then we're going to take a spinal twist. So we're going to extend the arms out left to right into a T and drop the legs off the left side of the mat and look over the right shoulder. Take a big breath in and feel your ribs expand on the right. Exhale, let your shoulder blades sink deeper into the mat.
If the twist doesn't feel good on your back, you can take a prop and bring it underneath your thigh, just to lift your knees up a little bit. It can be a rolled up blanket, a pillow, maybe you have a yoga block. Let's take one more big breath in and big breath out. Gently bring your knees back to center. Take a moment. And then we'll bring our legs off the right side of the mat, opening up the shoulders. We're going to take a big breath in, feeling the ribs expand on the left. And exhale, let the shoulder blades sink deeper into the mat. Finding a softness in your face, releasing your jaw, winding down on your mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Gently come back to center. We're going to tuck in like a little ball this time, bringing your chin in towards your knees. Nice deep compression. Inhale. And exhale, we'll release, bringing the legs out straight and the hands beside the hips. Shoulders away from the ears. You can always bend the knees if you have any pressure on your back or your knees. We'll take our final resting pose, Shavasana. Big breath in. And full release, exhale. You can repeat in your mind's eye, I am safe. I am secure. I am loved. You can stay here as long as you'd like. But if you're ready to start moving, actually, we'll just end here. So bring the hands to heart center, maybe bring the thumbs to the third eye. We'll take a big breath in and a big breath out. Thank you for joining me today. Again, you can stay there if you'd like. If you're ready to come up, you can come into a seat. Namaste.